Most people think sleep just happens when you lie down and close your eyes. But for many retirees, the night brings restlessness, overthinking, and waking up more tired than when they went to bed. What if the key to deep, peaceful sleep was not in a pill or a new mattress, but in the simple things you do before 9 o'clock at night? In this video, we will explore 7 powerful nightly habits designed specifically for people over 60. They are simple, they are calming, and they just might change the way you sleep, think, and feel. Starting tonight. Habit 1. Eat a light and intentional dinner before 7 in the evening. Many retirees struggle with sleep and never suspect that the problem begins hours earlier at the dinner table. As we age, our digestive system slows down. The stomach takes longer to process food, and heavy meals sit in the body far longer than they once did. When you eat too much, too late, your body spends the night digesting instead of resting. That is why the timing and quality of your evening meal matters more now than ever before. A healthy nighttime routine begins with finishing dinner before 7 in the evening. This gives your body enough time to digest and allows your internal systems to settle before sleep. A light dinner does not mean skipping food or feeling hungry. It means choosing foods that are gentle, nourishing, and easy to process. Think warm soups, cooked vegetables, soft grains, baked fish, eggs, or simple stews. These foods support the body rather than burden it. Equally important is how you eat. Sit down at a table, turn off the television, put the phone away. Eat slowly and deliberately. When you rush or eat while distracted, your brain never fully registers satisfaction, which can lead to overeating and discomfort later at night. Chewing slowly and breathing calmly sends a signal to your nervous system that it is safe to relax. Avoid heavy meats, fried foods, spicy sauces, and large portions in the evening. These foods increase inflammation, acid reflux, and nighttime discomfort. Especially for older adults, alcohol may feel relaxing at first, but it disrupts sleep cycles and causes frequent waking later in the night. Eating lightly in the evening is not about restriction. It is about respect. Respect for a body that has carried you for decades. When you honor it with gentler choices, it rewards you with deeper rest and quieter nights. Habit 2. Choose a warming caffeine-free evening drink. What you drink in the evening quietly shapes how your night unfolds. Many retirees unknowingly sabotage their sleep with beverages that stimulate the nervous system long after they think the effects are gone. Caffeine does not simply disappear. It can remain active in the body for 6 to 8 hours, sometimes longer with age. Even afternoon coffee or tea can interfere with falling asleep later that night. An intentional nighttime drink can become a powerful signal to your body that the day is winding down. The key is warmth, simplicity, and calm. A warm beverage relaxes the muscles, supports digestion, and creates a soothing emotional association with rest. This is not about hydration. It is about ritual. Herbal teas such as chamomile or lavender help quiet the mind and reduce anxiety. Warm milk with a small amount of honey can encourage the production of natural sleep chemicals in the brain. Even a simple cup of warm water can relax the stomach and reduce nighttime discomfort. What matters most is that the drink is caffeine-free and consumed slowly. Timing also matters. Avoid drinking large amounts of liquid after 8 in the evening. Too much fluid late at night increases the chance of waking to use the bathroom, which disrupts deep sleep and makes it harder to fall back asleep. Sip gently. There is no need to rush. Make this drink part of a consistent evening ritual. Dim the lights, sit quietly, hold the cup with both hands. Breathe slowly as you drink. This simple act tells your nervous system that the day is complete and it is safe to let go. Over time, your body will learn this pattern. The warmth, the stillness, and the repetition will become a bridge between activity and rest, and sleep will come more naturally, without force or frustration. Habit 3. Step away from screens by 8:30 in the evening. Most people do not realize how much their screens are stealing from their sleep. Phones, tablets, televisions, and computers fill our lives with information and noise. But late at night, that stimulation does not help us unwind. It keeps our minds busy. It tells our brains to stay alert, and it silently pushes sleep further and further away. As we age, our ability to fall and stay asleep naturally changes. Melatonin, the hormone that tells the brain it is time to rest, is already produced in smaller amounts. Exposure to artificial light in the evening, especially the kind that comes from screens, suppresses melatonin even more. Your phone may seem harmless, but the light it gives off is read by your brain as daylight. That means when you check messages, browse news, or scroll through social media after sunset, your body is getting the wrong signals. That is why disconnecting from screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed can have such a powerful impact on your sleep quality. For many people, this means putting the phone away by 8:30 in the evening and turning off the television around the same time. You do not have to sit in silence. Instead, you create space for slower, more natural forms of relaxation. Think of this habit not as a restriction, but as a gentle closing of the day. By setting aside the devices, you allow your nervous system to come down from its high alert state. Your thoughts begin to settle, your breathing deepens, and your body starts shifting into its natural nighttime rhythm. Of course, stepping away from screens is easier said than done. Many retirees use television as companionship, especially those living alone. Others find comfort in checking in on their families or reading news online. That is perfectly understandable. But ask yourself, does it truly relax you, or does it leave you overstimulated? Thinking, scrolling, worrying. Replace the screen with something more nourishing. Read a few pages of a book, listen to gentle instrumental music, work on a puzzle or a craft, write in a journal, sit outside and listen to the quiet. Even just dimming the lights and sipping tea in silence can become a deeply calming ritual. If you are someone who uses your phone as your alarm clock, consider placing it across the room or in another space entirely. Keep it out of arm's reach so you are not tempted to check it every few minutes. Let your bedroom become a place of rest, not a second living room. And remember, no news article, television show, or message is more important than your peace of mind. By stepping away from screens before bed, you give yourself a precious gift, the chance to end the day quietly, intentionally, and on your own terms. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with time, you will begin to notice the change. Your mind will settle faster, your sleep will feel deeper, and you will wake up feeling more refreshed, simply because you allowed your brain the space to slow down. This is not about doing more. It is about doing less and doing it with purpose. Rest begins long before your head hits the pillow, and turning off your screens is a powerful first step. Habit 4. Move gently to release the day from your body. There is a kind of tension that builds in the body throughout the day, especially as we age. Sometimes it is physical stiff joints, tight muscles, or a sore lower back. Other times, it is emotional worry, frustration, loneliness stored not in the mind, but in the shoulders, in the chest, or in the way we carry ourselves. If we go to bed without addressing this, the body carries that tension straight into sleep. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to prepare the body for rest is to move it slowly, gently, and with intention before the clock strikes 9 in the evening. This is not exercise. It is not about effort, weight loss, or fitness goals. It is about releasing tension, inviting calm, and telling your body, you have done enough today. For older adults, especially those over 60, gentle movement helps support circulation, reduce stiffness, and even improve balance. But the real beauty of this habit is how it connects the physical body with the nervous system. When you move slowly, you give your mind permission to slow down with it. The breath becomes deeper, the thoughts become quieter, and sleep arrives more naturally. So, what does gentle movement look like at night? It can be as simple as stretching your arms overhead and reaching for the ceiling. It can be slowly rolling your shoulders, turning your head from side to side, or gently twisting your spine while seated. One of the most effective poses for sleep is called legs up the wall. It involves lying down on your back with your legs resting vertically against a wall. Stay there for 5 minutes. It helps drain tension from the lower body, calm the heart rate, and soothe the nervous system. You can also stand barefoot and rock gently side to side, feeling your feet grounded beneath you. This creates a sense of safety and stability, especially if you have been feeling anxious or disconnected. Some people like to combine movement with soft music. Others may light a candle or dim the lights while they stretch. The key is to do it slowly, with no pressure, no expectation, just presence. Another powerful option is a short self-massage. Use your hands or a wooden roller to gently massage the soles of your feet, your calves, or the back of your neck. These areas often carry the burden of the day without us noticing. By giving them care, you tell your body it is allowed to relax, and do not worry about doing it perfectly. There is no right or wrong way to release tension. The goal is simply to reconnect with your body before you sleep, to remind it and yourself that you are not just a mind full of thoughts. You are a living being, deserving of comfort and care. Gentle movement may take only 5 or 10 minutes, but its effects go far beyond the physical. It helps clear the energy of the day. It slows your rhythm. It shifts you from doing into simply being. You do not need to stretch like a yoga instructor. You do not need to bend or twist deeply. You only need to breathe, move slowly, and pay attention. When you do, your body remembers what it feels like to soften, and that softness is the doorway to restful, healing sleep. Habit 5. Create a peaceful and purposeful bedroom environment. Your bedroom is not just another room in your house. It is the final place your body visits each day. It is where you end and where you begin again. And for that reason, it should feel like a place of comfort, stillness, and safety, not chaos, distraction, or noise. Many people underestimate the power of their surroundings. They believe sleep is only about being tired. But the truth is, your body responds to cues from the space around you. If your bedroom is cluttered, noisy, or filled with bright lights and electronic devices, your mind stays on alert. It does not matter how tired you are. Your nervous system cannot fully relax if the environment feels unsettled. One of the most powerful yet simple nightly habits you can develop is turning your bedroom into a true sanctuary for rest. Start by keeping your sleep space clean and uncluttered. Remove piles of clothes, unused electronics, or anything that reminds you of unfinished tasks. This clears visual stress and signals to your brain that the work of the day is done. Lighting also plays a major role. Bright ceiling lights are stimulating to the brain, especially in the evening hours. Instead, use a soft bedside lamp with a warm glow, ideally in tones of yellow or amber. These colors support melatonin production and create a calming atmosphere. Dimming the lights slowly over time gives your body a clear signal that it is time to begin slowing down. Consider adding comforting elements to your bedroom. A soft blanket folded neatly, a photo of someone you love, a small plant, or a candle. Choose things that bring you peace, not distraction. The goal is to create a space that feels warm, quiet, and personal, like an invitation to rest. Scent can also support relaxation. Certain essential oils, such as lavender, sandalwood, or eucalyptus, are known to calm the nervous system. You can place a few drops in a diffuser, spray a light mist on your pillow, or simply breathe in the aroma for a few minutes. Before getting into bed, over time, your body will begin to associate that scent with winding down and preparing for sleep. Temperature matters. 2. A slightly cool room, usually around 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, is ideal for quality sleep. Your body naturally lowers its core temperature at night, and a cooler environment supports that process. If you tend to get cold easily, keep a cozy throw blanket nearby. You want warmth without stuffiness. And finally, remove or silence anything that can interrupt your rest. That includes phones, televisions, ticking clocks, or even light from hallway windows. Use blackout curtains if needed. Wear an eye mask. Let your bedroom become a place where the outside world fades away. Think of this not as decorating, but as caring for the version of you who will soon be sleeping, dreaming, and restoring. You deserve a space that honors that need. A peaceful bedroom does not require money or perfection. It requires intention, a gentle light, a clear space, a cool breeze, and a sense that this is your time to let go of everything else. Once your body feels safe, your mind begins to follow. And when both are at ease, sleep does not need to be chased. It comes to you naturally, like a tide returning to shore. Habit 6. Reflect on the day with a simple journal or gratitude practice. For many retirees, the most restless hours come not from physical discomfort, but from a mind that simply will not turn off. The body may be ready for rest, but the thoughts keep circling memories from the past, worries about family, health concerns, or simply a vague feeling of unease. One of the most gentle and powerful ways to quiet the mind before sleep is to release those thoughts onto paper. Keeping a small journal beside your bed is more than just a habit. It is a doorway to peace. The act of writing helps move thoughts out of your head and into a space where they no longer have to be carried. When we write something down, especially at night, we tell our mind, I have heard you, I have honored you, and now we can rest. You do not need to write long paragraphs or tell full stories. Even a few simple lines are enough. Begin with something as small as one sentence that answers this question. What am I grateful for today? It might be a call from a friend, a warm meal, a quiet afternoon, a smile from a neighbor. It does not have to be grand. It just has to be real. Gratitude, when practiced regularly, changes the brain over time. It increases feelings of contentment and reduces anxiety. For older adults who may sometimes feel isolated or unnoticed, this practice is a way to stay connected to the beauty that still exists, even in the smallest details of life. You might also write down one thing you are looking forward to tomorrow. It could be a walk, a phone call, a cup of tea, or even just a good breakfast. Anticipation is a quiet kind of hope, and hope is the heartbeat of restful sleep. If your thoughts are heavy, if there are worries or regrets, write them down. 2. You do not need to solve them. Just acknowledge them. You can even end with a phrase such as, "This can wait until tomorrow," or "I have done what I could today." These simple statements create closure and allow your mind to loosen its grip on the day. Some people like to end their writing with a positive affirmation, such as, "I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace." Others might write a short note to themselves, offering comfort, encouragement, or even forgiveness. Speak to yourself kindly, as you would to someone you love, because you deserve the same tenderness. If writing is difficult for you, you can speak your thoughts out loud, record them on a voice memo, or simply think them quietly while sitting still. The goal is not to perform or impress. The goal is to acknowledge your inner world so it does not follow you into sleep. Make this reflection a small but sacred part of your evening 5 minutes. In perhaps 10, light a candle, sit quietly, open your notebook, let your pen move slowly. Over time, this will become more than just a habit. It will become a trusted companion, one that helps you end each day with meaning and begin each night with rest. Your thoughts deserve a place to rest, just like your body. Give them that place, and watch how your nights begin to change gently, but deeply. Habit 7. End the day with something you love. Slowly, quietly, just for you. As the sun sets and the noise of the day begins to fade, there is a special kind of silence that fills the air. It is a space many retirees know well. Sometimes it feels peaceful. Other times, it feels empty. After a lifetime of busyness raising children, building careers, helping others, the slower pace of retirement can feel unfamiliar, even lonely. That is why ending your day with something you love is not just a nice idea. It is a vital part of emotional well-being. This final habit is not about productivity. It is not about learning a skill or checking off a goal. It is about creating a small moment each night that belongs only to you. A moment of joy, a moment of beauty, a moment where you feel fully present and fully yourself. Many people think relaxation means doing nothing, but often, true relaxation comes from doing something gentle and meaningful, something that connects you to your spirit. That might be a creative hobby, a quiet ritual, or a familiar task that brings peace. You might pick up a knitting project, slowly working through a few rows without hurry. You might open a coloring book and fill in shapes with soft blues and greens. You might spend 10 minutes arranging family photos into an album, remembering moments that still warm your heart. Some people enjoy caring for houseplants, misting the leaves, trimming gently, talking to them like old friends. Others may enjoy writing letters to grandchildren or reading stories aloud and recording them for younger generations. These are not just hobbies. They are expressions of love, of memory, of legacy. What matters most is that this activity is slow, quiet, and calming. It should not stimulate or frustrate you. It should soothe you. If you are unsure where to begin, ask yourself, what makes me feel calm, connected, or comforted? The answer may surprise you, and it may not look like anyone else's habit. That is perfectly fine. Let this habit become a kind of closing ceremony for your day. Set the scene with intention. Dim the lights. Turn on soft music if you like. Pour a warm drink. Take a few breaths. Then begin. Do not worry about time. Do not worry about results. The value is in the doing, not the finishing. And if one night you do not feel like doing anything at all, that is fine too. You can simply sit with yourself, hand over heart, and say, "This day is done. I am proud of how I lived it. I am ready to rest." Many people spend their entire lives giving to others. This final habit is a reminder that you are worthy of receiving, even if what you receive is just 10 minutes of quiet joy before bed. The truth is, sleep is not only a physical process, it is also emotional. And when you end your day with something that feeds your soul, you tell your whole self, body, mind, and heart that it is safe to rest, that it is good to let go, and that there is still beauty to be found, even in the gentle rhythm of an ordinary evening. Now that you have learned these 7 gentle habits, I want you to remember something important. You do not need to change your entire life overnight. You do not need to follow every step perfectly. What you need is intention, a quiet decision to treat your evenings and yourself with care. Whether it is the food you choose, the space you sleep in, or the simple way you move your body at night. Each habit is a message. It tells your body, your mind, and your heart, you are safe now. You can rest. Getting older does not mean giving up good sleep, or joy, or peace. In fact, this chapter of life may be the perfect time to return to what matters most: stillness, simplicity, gentle joy. So tonight, choose one small habit. Try it. Feel how your evening changes, not with force, but with softness. You deserve that. And if this video brought you comfort, Share it with someone you care about, because wisdom grows stronger when we pass it on. Thank you for spending this time with me. Sleep well, live fully, and never forget, you are not alone on this journey.